Hello and welcome back to Wildsunne Art Studio. My name is Robinsunne. I'm really glad I'm turning on the camera so that I can hang out with you a little bit. Please do like this video if you like it, comment down below, subscribe, and share this video with other people who you think might potentially like this video. So, forgot I was going to show this to you. This is really fun. So years ago, I was down in DC. Yes, you can see that. And I got this lovely postcard at the Smithsonian. This is a painting by a man named William H. Johnson. And yeah, it's down at the American Art Museum, which is one of the Smithsonian's. And I just liked it. It was really cheery. So I decided that it would be fun to try to sort of copy Mr. Johnson's work. So this has my, embroidery in the background. And then it has felt and stitching. And I will leave again Leah's store where I got, it's called Clementine, where I got this just beautifully colored wool felt. That'll be fun. So anyway, I was doing that and I needed some green felt for the leaves. And I wanted all the colors, but I didn't need that much, and so now I have leftover felt, and what are you going to do with leftover felt but try another project? So I thought I would show you the project that I want to work on. So that felt is only 8 inches wide, and this is regular copy paper that I squared up and then I folded it. Well, I did this one diagonally, but it doesn't matter. Fold it in half, and in half again, then in half again, but fold the front to the front and the back to the back. Anyway, this is too big. It is 4 1/4, of course, because it's half of 8 1/2. And I want, and my felt is only about 8 inches wide, so it shouldn't be any longer than 4, but I think I'm going to actually bring it down a little, so I've got a nice just over 4 3/4, maybe. I mean 3 3/4, 3 and here, let's do it, 3 3/8. What's that going to give me? Well, let's do it 3 3/4. That's even better. All right, so this could be paper cut number 1. That's what I'm doing here today, paper cutting. But I'm going to translate this onto felt, which is kind of tricky because felt is, we love that about felt. It's kind of thick and bulky, which is wonderful when you're sewing on it. But if we are trying to do a precise paper cut, yeah, it just sounds complicated to even think about it. So I think I'm gonna have the hearts. Oh, I rarely do this, but so this is the center of the paper, right? So I'm doing a paper cut that's kind of like a snowflake. So there's the fold. So this is the center of the paper. It's nice when you're cutting to just sort of keep an eye on. So I want them on the, I'm going to cut a heart. So do I want it on the diagonal? I think I do. So what I'm doing is cutting a paper pattern, which I will then put on the felt. And I'll have, so I have 4 pieces of felt. I'm gonna, should I put the dark on top of the lighter green? Yeah, I think I will. I think I'll use this. So I'm gonna cut the top layer and then it'll become reverse applique. And we will be able to see the paper cut pattern, and we'll see the lighter green underneath the dark. And this one, do I want the light on top? Yeah, I think I do. This green is kind of yummy. It's like kind of soft and moss colored, but there's a little snap to that color. Anyway, let's talk about, so when I'm cutting felt like this, because you can't get super precise with felt, you know, I can't have lots of cuts. I think that would sort of confuse things. So I want another, ooh, that's a cool shape. What if I do this and this and this? So here's this thing that I really like in paper cutting. There's the first shape, so that's half a heart. And here I've got, but I might make that a little more precise in a sec, but I'm sort of echoing the curve of the heart there with the curve coming into it, and it just I don't know, sort of pleasing to the eye. There, that's a little better. That really follows that. And I find in paper cuts that's very pleasing. I like it. I like it, Mickey. I want to do some sort of a tall diamondy thing in here. What if I did like a pointed? That would be weird. Oh, you know what? I could do something with embroidery later to fill up that space, or sew a little gem or something into that. So I'm going to cut a line here that echoes this line. I didn't do that here, so that's sort of turning that into a, oh, what if we did this? Let me kind of show you what I'm, so there's the line of the outside edge, and there's the line that I cut. If I'm thinking about cutting here, you know, like I could cut there so it's even with the outside edge, and then this comes in and, well, I don't know, I like it. I changed my mind. I usually just cut and something or other happens, and if I hate it, I fold a new piece of paper. These scissors are a tiny bit sharper, but this has a longer blade. Boy. These are my favorite scissors in the world. I cut the paper cuts for my very first book ever with this pair of scissors. I really need to get them sharpened because I love those scissors. They've been with me for a very long time. All right, so let's put all the scissors back. This stuff away. Now, looks like a 5. Alright, so when I unfold, I like to bend the folds backwards so that when I lay it out, I really see the paper pattern. It's not sort of lumpy and bumpy like that. Oh, I think that long diamond shape worked out nicely. Alright, so let's do this set of colors for this. See, that's why I cut it down a little so I'd have a bit of an edge here, which I always forget to make sure there's a nice solid outside line. So if I had cut these to do a cross rather than an X, yeah, I like it as an X. I appreciate that. Okay, so I won't be able to finish this in one video, so we'll come back and I'll show you when I'm a little further into the process. But this is chalk, and it shows up really nicely on. This is a tricky part. I have to make sure that this paper pattern does not budge while I'm doing this, because I want all the pieces to, you know, to match up. I don't want to have the paper pattern shift and, yeah, copy it in an unbalanced way. So this is what I do. I don't know. Maybe other people have clever ideas about how they would like to transfer pattern to the felt. This is what I've got. So once I get this all traced out, I'm going to do a big, huge basting strip back and forth across, not strip, stitch, back and forth across the pieces of felt to make sure the two pieces of felt don't move while I stitch them. And then I will just take, and I rather like these scissors. These are my fabric scissors, you can tell, because it says fabric on them. So I'll go in there and I'll just cut out around. I might do that in one movement at the beginning, in one step. I don't know, maybe I won't, because the fabric could shift a little. The felt could shift more than I want it to if it's all, you know, it just is little thin lines of the felt. So what I usually do is a back stitch. I like that look on felt around. So if I cut out this area, then I just back stitch it all the way around. And I'll go around the whole piece and do that. And then when I'm done, because it's felt, because I can't get the cuts really close together, what I can do for a little added interest is add some embroidery on top of it, or little embellishment, beads maybe, or sequins, or, you know, one of the things, and I'm going to have to show you this piece I have, that I like doing a lot is taking what is actually trash, like little toys that the kids had when they were little, or little bottle caps. So I have all the pieces marked off. So let me show you what this looks like. It looks cool. But anyway, sewing little trash as ornaments in these bigger spaces here. I don't know what I might do. We'll see. So there's the pattern. Yeah. So I'll cut out the pieces, stitch them all down. I mean, first I'll baste it together, cut out the pieces, stitch it all down. And that'll take me a while, so it might be a couple days till I come back. And I might also cut the paper cut for this and get this one going as well. And then I will come back, because my video skills are what they are, and kind of show you where I am and talk to you a little bit about my process of making ornamentation on my stitchery works. Yeah, so we'll talk later. In the meantime, thank you for spending some time with me. And I just wanted to show you what I have been up to. I think that this felt piece turned out really nicely, and I'm really delighted in it. One of the things I did was I used black thread to stitch these all down. This, by the way, is a back stitch, which is what I'll use here. And William Johnson must have underpainted the entire canvas in black and then painted the flowers on top of it. And yeah, because you can see all this black underneath. And I wanted to sort of use that visual effect of the black, so I used black thread sewing the flowers down, which was fun. So thank you for your company today, and I'll see you later. Have a good day. It is a very quiet, gentle July day here in Maine. Yeah, so I wish you all well, and I will see you next time. Thanks for stopping by.